Hey, there I am. I surprised myself. I am on brunch with Brian this morning, and so are you. And so today, there's a couple things. It's National Pay a Compliment Day, and I talk about communicating a lot. Basically, the basis of interaction, the basis of our business, of being able to buy and sell properties, and the basis of your enjoyment of your life is greatly determined by the quality of your communication throughout the day and throughout your life. And when you get on the phone with customers, the quality of your communication leads to the right results or the wrong results. So we want high quality communication. And what's the best way to have very high quality communication and effective communication? It's to plan it in advance by having a script, by writing the perfect script. Now, if this was a situation that never happened, like it's a one-time thing where you're going to go in and ask the boss for a raise, or you're asking them to get on this new project or something, but it's not like something that happens on a regular basis, then you need to write a little script. Now, if it's anything that happens in your life on a regular basis, and I'm including things like, okay, this, you're going to laugh, but getting ready for church or doing certain things where you're just, where does stress happen in your family? Where do you got, where are there issues? Where could you have better communication? Look throughout your whole life, find out, look at the areas. Maybe when you wake up, maybe it's the communication between the time you wake up and the time, if you're a married couple with kids or something, maybe it's that communication between the time you get up and the time you get out the door in the morning. Whenever that communication that you feel like it's breaking down, it's not effective, there's hurt feelings. Anytime there's hurt feelings or people aren't happy, it's a breakdown in communication. It's a communication failure, is what it is. So I want you to look carefully at all your communications, and then I want you to add a special dose of fairy dust to all your communications. And what is this? What is the fairy dust of communications? What is, and I would write this down, the most powerful communication tool that you can use when you're interacting with other people is compliments. It's so easy. And again, I told you guys it's National Pay a Compliment Day today. So I want you to work on paying compliments. How much better would your communication in the morning work between you and your spouse if when you woke up, you're not going to say a fake compliment. You're not going to say, oh, you look lovely this morning when you just roll out of bed. But you think of sincere compliments that will mean something to that other person. And there's really something about I call them big compliments. Sometimes there's now a nice little passing compliment. Oh, you look nice today. I like those shoes. I'll say stuff like that all the time because it will really put the person in a good mood, and it'll say, wow, I picked these shoes out, and anything you can compliment someone on their appearance, like they've made a choice. I love your button there, or I love your neck chain. I love that belt or your shoes. Something that you really like about what they're wearing. Or that's the easiest one because it's based on appearance. You can look at someone and you can normally pick out at least a couple of compliments just on first glance. Now, if you can't, then you get to know someone and you talk to them a little bit more. You find the areas, oh, that's, wow, that's really intelligent how you figured that out. Or, you figure out wow, you're a great communicator. Wow, you have a wonderful laugh. Whatever it is. I love your voice. You have such a nice voice on the phone, such a nice phone voice. So if you can figure out when the compliments work incredible with customers, with prospects, so long as what? So long as they don't sound fakey. And that's the thing. You got to make sure that when you compliment someone, it's a sincere compliment. And it's best when it's something that you noticed about them, a personal trait, not just their appearance, but like, you're really persistent. You have a good quality of sticking to it, until you accomplish your goal. Look at the people in your life. They all deserve a bunch of compliments. Every person in your life should be showered with compliments by you, and you don't right now. So think of, this is a good exercise actually. Think about the people that are closest to you in life, the 5 closest people to you in life. and write their names down on a piece of paper. You could have 5 different pieces of paper if you want. And I want you to write down a bunch of compliments. And you don't have to say them all at once. In fact, don't do that. Don't just hand them the sheet and walk away. Use those compliments over time. Over the next this will get you through the winter. These compliments will get you through the rest of the winter. Forget about Punxsutawney Phil the groundhog predict in winter. This will get you to the end of winter. Write out the 5 people you interact with the most in your life, and write out a whole bunch of compliments for each one of those people. Sometimes it's a challenge, especially if the person's kind of difficult, but I'm telling you, there's great compliments for everybody. And this might change the whole tenor of your relationship. Let's say it's someone that you have not been getting along with that great, especially if it's someone you have to keep working with or keep being around. If they're in your pickleball group or at church, or if they're in your bowling league and you got to see them, just try to think of a nice compliment. Jesus said, be kind to your enemies. That's the challenge, it's easy to be kind to your friends. Well, sometimes we don't think. Sometimes we're just kind of selfish. In fact, that's how most of us are. We're kind of selfish. We're kind of focused on getting our needs met, but that's important. You got to get your needs met. But let's meet our needs, and then let's really try to put the focus on others. And a great way to do that is compliments. So, and again, I think that's the highest and best use of communication. And you can really change a relationship. Just think of somebody, excuse me, think of somebody who you've had that kind of challenge with. And when you tell them a couple of compliments, it may actually turn that relationship around. It might actually change and give you a new footing with that relationship. How about someone in your family? Give them a big compliment. There's this special thing I call a big compliment that you use in certain moments that are important, and that can really be a relationship changer. It starts with stuff like, I've always loved how you blank, so that's a great compliment. See how many people you could say, I've always loved how you blank. How many people can you give that compliment today to? Let's have some hearts. Give me some hearts today. Because it's all about compliments, it's connecting with others. And I'm telling you, this is the most powerful technique when you're with customers, when you're on the phone with prospects. If you can think of something nice to say about the kid who answered the phone, their dog barking, the pictures of the house on Zillow, that's always an easy one. So let's focus on those compliments, and let's say lots of compliments. I love complimenting people, because every time you compliment people, you get a smile back, mostly. So who doesn't like to get smiles? And so think about it. Nice compliment, lots of nice compliments for lots of people, and start doing them. All right. So, hey, Charles and Robert getting on early. You guys are so good. Destiny, Bill, good to see you, Bill. It's sunny and warmer in Minnesota. Nice to hear that. Lynette, lots of hearts there. All right. So great to see you guys. I love compliments. I love complimenting others. Let's do that for our affirmation. I love complimenting others 3 times on 3. 1, 2, 3. I love complimenting others. I love complimenting others. I love complimenting others. Yes. And it makes you feel so good when you give others a great compliment. Let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. And a big smile. I love doing these brunch with Brian and getting together with you guys. Nice deep breath in. Let it go. Relax your shoulders and your neck. It's a great way to start your day. Nice deep breath in. And let it out. Or keep your day rolling. So until I see you tomorrow at this same time, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and I love complimenting others. Give lots of compliments today, and keep taking action with lots of compliments.